what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Alex. Alright, today's video on my sports channel is going to be the NFL football will make everybody happy. Now, to me, I just think, in my legendary crystal ball, it's going to be smash mouth NFL football. That's going to be the number one sport nationwide that is going to unify everybody and pretty much jumpstart everything. I think it's going to start with football because football season don't start until like September, right? So most of the time late it ain't until late July, mid August is when they start doing their training camps, and everyone's predicting that it could last 2 to 3 months. And they just made some new community guidelines here on YouTube that if anyone decides to talk about the accident, first it was you can give the accident a nickname. Now it's starting to get to the point where you even go as far as trying to name the accident, give the accident a nickname that indicates its real name or place of origin, or make fun of a race of people, then your video not only gets demonetized and taken down, it could lead to termination of your YouTube channel. So YouTube's not playing. You may think YouTube's playing around just because it appears that there's no order. There's always order on the internet. Just because it doesn't seem like it doesn't feel like it, there is. It's called the suspension of disbelief. They don't want you to think they're not there, but they are there, watching very closely. In fact, they're watching this video right now. So when this video gets uploaded and it goes viral, they've probably already seen the video. And they probably might be looking at me saying, okay, as long as he follows the community guideline rules, we ain't got no problem. Until he starts going into the subject of the video. And like I said, people are going to continue to give it nicknames, and I don't think they're going to get that upset with the nickname unless you make a nickname that makes it obvious that you're trying to hint its real name. That's when they're going to have to start taking your videos down, because it happened to somebody 24 hours ago. I mean, I wish I was just making this stuff up, but I'm not. Like, it actually literally happened to a YouTuber. Like, they put it on their post, and if you subscribe to their channel, everything on their post shows up on your YouTube page. Just like on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it shows up on that page if you are a subscriber to that person. So yeah, you guys and girls might want to be careful on how you give the accident a nickname, because if you make a nickname that's too close to the real name, don't be surprised and don't be shocked if they send you a message on your email and say, hey, you got to follow the community guideline rules, because some people are not taking this serious, and that's probably why they're doing their crackdown. Me, personally, I would just say give it a nickname that's not making it obvious. If you're going to talk, now you can't even talk about the subject, so that's how bad it is, and that's how serious it is. My channel deals with sports, so I don't go into that type of topic. But they are going to watch this channel, and they're going to monitor it real closely to make sure I do what the video suggests I do, which is talk about smash mouth football. So don't be going to my comment section talking about, hey man, talk about the accident, because I'm not going to get in trouble, and I'm not going to have nobody getting me in trouble. I made a second sports channel, but they're still watching me very closely to make sure I do what the video suggests. And I'm pretty sure there's someone on the computer keyboard smiling like, yeah, you better be following the community guidelines, buddy. Shut your video down. So yeah, because it happened yesterday. I'm serious. All right, now let's get on with the subject matter. Now, I think with the introduction of Tom Brady going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I guarantee you a Las Vegas man betting for $1 million. I know some people are going to say $1 million is overrated, so I'm going to say $1 billion. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be the football team that will headline the first game of the season opener. Now, who they're going to face in the first game, season opener, I really have no idea who they can face. So I'm probably just going to throw out maybe 7 of the best NFL football teams that might challenge Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to see if this football team is for real and is this going to battle test them throughout the season and the playoffs should they go and become playoff bound. Okay, so this doesn't have to be in order or out of order. We're going to take the teams that is in their conference and then teams that you would expect that are their division rivals. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to say Jacksonville Jaguars is one of the teams that can actually compete at a high competitive level. They have played this football team 2 or 3 times a season. Every time they play the Buccaneers, they usually beat up on the football team. That might be different and that might change because, the word is Antonio Brown's going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if you got Antonio Brown and you got Tom Brady and you add 2 more pieces to that football team, you now have implications to not only win the regular NFL season, but to pretty much go through the whole entire playoffs. You win the first game, the second game, the third game. Now, could they win the whole thing and get into the Super Bowl? I say they have the potential if they add 2 more players. So if we got a draft, because yes, we do. I know some people are going to say, man, what about the draft? Ain't nobody talk about the NFL draft. And you may never know. I might make tomorrow's YouTube video about what could possibly happen with the draft. So to me, you can't have the NFL draft in the summer and then try to do the training camp. That's why I'm making this video first. We'll get to the draft much later. I ain't forgot about the NFL draft. Same thing with the NBA. There's an NBA draft, so I have videos for that coming up. That is where I'm going to build up my sports channel. Now, that is just one football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The second team that I see that might be a powerful threat is the Philadelphia Eagles. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're athletic. They can play offense. They can play defense. They've gone to the Super Bowl not once, but like 3 or 4 times in their franchise. And no matter what team Tom Brady's on, somehow, some way, Philadelphia Eagles is going to be on that list. You just know it's going to happen. So that's 2 teams. The third football team that I see being a physical matchup of titanic proportions is the one football team that's been, getting on Tom Brady every time they play, and that is those Baltimore Ravens. I could see the Ravens actually play this team 2 or 3 times and turn this into a rivalry. So I could see that. So that's 3. Of course, people are going to say, what about those Miami Dolphins? Because every time the Patriots play the Miami Dolphins, the Dolphins seem to always have the Patriots number. And they seem to always intercept the football when Tom Brady throws it. So could I see the Miami Dolphins also be a challenge? Probably so. So that's probably 4. Okay, next team. So we got 4 teams in. Let's see. Number 5, I could see. I could see Kansas City Chiefs being one. I just don't know why. I mean, after what I saw in the Super Bowl, yeah, I don't know how you're going to stop this football team. Everyone kept thinking this team was a joke, this team ain't nothing. This team took the whole Super Bowl. They beat everybody. So what are you going to do against Kansas City Chiefs? That's what I want to know. What are you going to do to that offense? Like, you might have an answer for their defense, but what about that offense? So I'd be nervous if I had to play the Kansas City Chiefs. Doesn't matter if it's 1 time a season. What do you do about that? That's the Super Bowl champs. All right, now that I got to the Chiefs, now we get to number 6. The next team that might cause some problems could be the Dallas Cowboys. Say what you will about the Dallas Cowboys, because Stephen A. Smith loves to make fun of my Dallas Cowboys. Hold on, let me do my Stephen A. Smith impersonation. I know this man ain't talking about the Dallas Cowboys in this YouTube video. What have this boy been smoking? Stop smoking the weed. The Dallas Cowboys. Oh my Lord. This boy talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna have to talk to him on First Take. I'm gonna have to bring him on the show and ask him what he been thinking. They are an accident. waiting to happen. They are 8-8. Every single year I watch the Dallas Cowboys. They ain't getting no better. I don't care what you put on that football team. They can't win for nothing. They're an accident waiting to happen. That's what Stephen A. Smith would actually theoretically say. If he saw this video, he probably have spat out his Pepsi or Coca-Cola and say, theoretically, and say, yeah, hypothetically, this kid is right. I would actually say that. And then actually look into the camera to look at me and go, what are you thinking? But I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I had to put the Cowboys on there. Next football team that could be another matchup. This could be 6 or this could be 7. It's probably going to be the Green Bay Packers. There's a rivalry between, not that with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, but not with the football team. So yeah, expect the Green Bay Packers to pop up on this list when you don't expect it. Now I know what everyone's going to be asking. What about the New England Patriots? Now, this happens all the time in sports, people. Basketball, football, baseball. Every time you get traded from your home team to a team in your division or a team in another division but in the same league, they always want to know what will happen if you played against your former team. They do it all the time in NBA. When Shaq left the Lakers and went to the Miami Heat, you notice they immediately, intentionally on purpose for Christmas Day, went the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Miami Heat. Played each other like 4 times a season. When they decided to trade, what's his name? When they traded Charles Barkley from the Philadelphia 76ers to the Phoenix Suns, you would see the Suns play the Sixers. Same thing when Tracy McGrady left the Orlando Magics and they trade him to the Houston Rockets. So you get the idea. Now with football, it's a little different. I do believe that we're going to see them play